You can also do an insert using a ResultSet, as we will see here. But always ensure that your ResultSet mode is updatable. Otherwise, you will have issues. And every time you want to move the cursor in any direction, make sure that your ResultSet type is not type forward only. Then you know that you are safe. You won't get any errors. So what we want to achieve here, we want to perform a ResultSet. We want to insert row. Then we want to do a display. Right. So you see that what we have here, we have a ResultSet, we have select, then we say before insert, we print everything, all the rows before insert. Then we say move to insert row. You can read what this does. It says move the cursor to the insert row, and it explains what the insert row is. They say it's like a buffer where new row may be constructed by calling blah 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 blah. So then you set all the data, then you trigger the insert. So at the moment, let's check the data that we have. We only have two things. So let's run the code. We look at the data before insert and after insert. So we see that before insert we have these 2. After insert we have these 3. And this is basically the data we just added here, and this value that was returned back to you. So we see here that we needed to actually do this because the cursor was taken to the last. The cursor was actually altered by this print statement. So if we were to change this and say, we can just say test Java 32, and then we remove the statement and observe what's going to happen. We see that we don't get anything here because the cursor was not shifted. The position of the cursor was not shifted. So another thing I wanted to show you guys. Okay, let's run the code now again before I show you what I wanted to show you. Alright, so we put this, or what we can do instead of saying before, we can use absolute again and give it -1. It's still the same thing. So -1, it puts the cursor just before the first row in the ResultSet. And also what you have to understand, also we have relative. The relative will actually put the cursor, if you put -1 and you are on the 4th column, it will take it back to the 3rd column. If you put 2, it will take it 2 steps after the current column. It's relative, as we saw with this particular behavior. And also what else did I want to show here? Yeah, so we see that we update. This is how you perform an insert. You have to call, move to insert row, which you will put it in insert mode. Then you update the ResultSet, then you trigger the insert, which will actually insert that data. And this will happen because your database is in insert mode and it's type scroll sensitive. It's sensitive to changes and it's not read only. You must also ensure that you put this parameters correctly, otherwise you won't get expected result. That is it with regard to the insert updatable result set using an inserting